So I usually make this video early for two reasons. One, you kind of know what your favorite movie is going to be, right? Like when you watch something and the end credits roll, you kind of get that feeling where you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a movie I remember by the end of the year. And I had seen this early in the year at Sundance. I loved it. Months passed, I had seen it again at a critic screening. Fantastic. Just saw it again 2 days ago. I personally relate to it. And when I say that I love movies from Sundance, I'm not just saying that just because they come out of Sundance they're good. I adore the Sundance Film Festival because it produces some of my favorite movies. I know that when I'm calling it my favorite movie, I'm not saying it's the best movie. There are better, more complex, better acted, maybe better directed movies out there, and that's cool. I'm just making this the most biased video possible. I just want to spread the word for a movie I love, because that leads me to number 2. At the end of the year, we always make those lists about the hidden gems that we loved, but at that point, we all know that the most crucial part of a movie is the box office, its first week run. Hollywood only sees one color, so when they see that these movies aren't making that much money in theaters, they usually don't want to fund movies like that. So I want to spread the word for this movie. You may go see it and you may think it's just okay. You may not adore it as much as I do. That's completely fine. I definitely don't think you're gonna hate this movie. I think you're going to enjoy it. And like I said, it's my favorite. Will there be a better movie that comes out this year? Bro, I hope so. If that's the case, then 2018 is fantastic. I'm just making this video because I want to make sure that the movie's on your radar. I want you to go enjoy it. But if you've seen any A to Z show video, you know that I truly believe in going in and watching a movie without knowing anything. So screw the retention time of this video. Screw the YouTube watch time. I really stop this video. And as long as you now know about this movie and you go buy your tickets, go experience it the way that I did, knowing very little to nothing. Don't even watch the trailer. Just go watch it if you trust my opinion at all. Enjoy it. But for those of you who I know it's your hard-earned money, you need a little bit more convincing, let me explain. So pretty much the story revolves around a missing girl and her father, who uses like pretty much every social media app, any tech that he can find to find her. If you've seen Your Parent Type with Two Fingers, that's pretty much John Cho in this movie. To me, it's kind of like a mixture of The Game Gone Home mixed with Finding Nemo, two things that I absolutely love, but it tells the whole story on a laptop. And I know that a lot of people have come out and they said, oh, this is just a gimmick. Is it? No. Absolutely not. Now, I'm not that person who like judges a movie because of everything that it does to stand out at you, right? I don't care how many things it does to pop out at you, as long as it draws you in. That's what I always say. So a movie can literally do things like shoot the entire thing in one take. It can pretty much just have it all be shot in IMAX. It can hire Harry Potter to fart in it. As long as it's being executed well, that's all I care about. I'm not a person who sees things like animation as a genre. I think animation is just a tool. I think found footage is just a tool. This whole on-screen thing is just a tool. And yes, sometimes it's used to just like make horror, low budget stuff, but the beauty of this is that it's a family drama. For starters, the movie spans over 15 years, which means that there's like an entire history of technology that the family's going through, which, I mean, some of us don't even have the same phone that we had last year, so a lot changes throughout that time. But the beauty of it is that I know a lot of people always felt that nostalgic factor with Boyhood because of, you know, the things that he was going through, and while that did it for them, this movie did it for me. Now, 98% of movies out there that deal with technology are always talking about how technology is going to take over. And yeah, Skynet's going to kill us all at one point. But I love how this movie embraces the fact that, I mean, you're watching this video on the internet. Technology can be used for a lot of great things. We've gone from showing people photo books to just scrolling back on Instagram or Facebook to show people pictures. Like everything that we read, watch, the way we educate ourselves, the way we communicate happens online. So the fact that this movie uses an old computer, the fact that they just boot it up to save every document, game, and memory, how that pretty much has just become the entire memory of that family, all of their calendar notifications and everything, and you can just go in there and see everything about them. I think it's interesting, right? But the fact that it also covers the good and the bad, how you can, you know, be connected online or be disconnected from the people you love the most. The fact that you can use the internet to find someone, or you can use the internet to start up conspiracy theories. One of the most beautiful things about the movie that a lot of people have been saying is the intro, which definitely is going to be that movie clip scene that stands out for a lot of people, where it's kind of like the intro of Up meets a Google commercial. Interestingly enough, the director and co-writer made a commercial for Google classes right out of college, since there weren't any online. It got 1 million views. It got them a job at Google, and pretty much it catapulted them to create this movie right here. And interestingly enough, the movie takes place on May 11th. The commercial they made was uploaded on May 11th. Your boy's birthday's on May 11th, so I don't know his destiny. Does the movie have its problems? Is it perfect? Absolutely not, right? The more that I've seen it, I've noticed the music can be a little overbearing. I enjoy the acting, but I can tell how some of the acting's a little iffy here. Some of the technological stuff, like he's scrolling back and all of a sudden, oh, look, he just stopped at that certain point. But they do it for emotion's sake, right? And I'm not of the belief that a movie needs to be perfect in order for you to love it. I personally do love all of the different clues that they leave throughout, how tense the story gets. And what I think is one of the standouts is how John Cho is the lead, and that's it. There's no extra emphasis on telling you anything else about him. He's American, he's a father, and this is his story that's being told. In other words, if you want to make something the norm, just make it the norm. Obviously, I love this movie, and there's a bunch of like personal things that I can relate to it that I know not everybody will. I didn't go missing or anything like that, but I am also of that belief where even if I don't agree with like the filmmakers or the creators of something, I can still enjoy it. So, you know, like Kids See Ghosts, I love that album even though Kanye says a bunch of buffoonery. I love Whiplash even though I don't see eye to eye with Damien Chazelle's vision of the ending. I love My Life. God and I don't always agree, but it's always beautiful to see like a duo of filmmakers who also are genuinely good people. Like one of the things that I always love is that you can enjoy the movie on its own, right? You then have that personal connection to it. But like getting to know the filmmaker's journey into making this movie and the little things that make it personal, I think is fantastic.
Every character in the movie is like literally named after my friends and family, and like their pictures they all match up. It's their photo, their name, and that's always been fun for me.
But even more than that is that if you've ever seen any damn A to Z show video, you know how much I adore Easter eggs that make you want to go back and rewatch the movie more than once. And the story alone gives you so many reasons to go rewatch the story more than once. But I've seen this 3 times. Not only do I pick up new things, but after 3 times of watching this movie, it turns out there's an entire secret movie in the background.
There's one Easter egg that we fought to put in there that is throughout the entire film. There's a whole other far larger story happening in the background of this world.
Yeah, we have to put this one storyline in the movie and thread it in the news articles in the background. And we were like,
I'd be curious because I know you guys watch movies really closely. Like, there's one enormous, like, world-changing event happening in the background of the story that I'm really curious to see if anybody catches on.
Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm gonna have that whole interview with the director, both co-writers, the director and the producer, up on the Intercut channel. It was a very interesting talk about it. Like I said, I love this movie. I hope you guys just put it on your radar. It may not blow all of you away, but as long as you guys enjoy it, that's the point. Y'all have your favorite movie of the year. Just because other people don't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't put it out there, but I don't think anyone's gonna hate this movie. This movie is super enjoyable. Definitely go in and watch it. Hopefully you're not watching this part and you listened to me and you went into it as blank as possible. I didn't spoil much, but I want you guys to experience this movie just the same way I did. That Sundance video, I will have that Sundance video coming out very soon. I literally just recorded it, so if I'm wearing the same shirt, I recorded them back to back. I do watch this shirt, I promise. Also, Disney Spring Things. I've seen this movie 3 times. I'm going to be in Orlando. Like I said, I've been doing the little road trip that I should be on right now as this video is being uploaded. I may be watching this movie again for a 4th time with the Disney Springs people that'll be meeting up there. We'll see. Other than that, definitely let me know your thoughts down below, whether you like this movie, whether you didn't, and what your favorite movie of the year is so far.